Hey guys, back here again for my third and final shelf of my horror movie collection. Get this out of the way here. But yeah, this is like not going to be as long because there's not as many movies. But yeah, I'll get right into it. Poltergeist, the original. Again, I really like this movie. It's not like terribly scary, but it... Sorry, I had to take a drink there. But for what it is, I really enjoy the characters. I can understand why people loved it in the 80s. So yeah, I have the Predator trilogy. This is the first two with Predators. The first movie is just awesome. The second one I still love too. The third one I actually haven't watched yet. I don't know when I'll watch it. I really don't have a desire to watch it. But we'll see. I heard that it's really like the first one. So, I don't know. Maybe I will like it. So, we'll see. The next one here is Wes Craven's Red Eye. It's more of a thriller. It's actually not a horror movie. It's a thriller, but it's great. It's very Hitchcockian. You can tell Wes Craven really loved this movie. It's great cinematography. He did a great job directing this one. Then I have the Saw collection. Again, these ones have a good storyline to them. The first one's the only one that I really care for, though, to be honest. But yeah, there's that. Salem's Lot. It's more of a mini-series than an actual movie, but yeah, it's 3 hours long, but it is just terrifying. Yeah. Here's my Scream DVDs, which I upgraded to the Blu-rays you saw in my Blu-ray collection because I do not like the transfer, especially for the first one. I feel like the quality of it does not do the film justice, so I had to upgrade, and I'm glad that I did. And here's See No Evil, which I find okay. I think the superior one is See No Evil 2. It's not as great, and it's not, like, the Soska sisters, like, I knew what to expect going into it, and I got exactly that, and, but I do like the characters better. It's mainly because it is Danielle Harris and Catherine Isabel, and it is Kane. I do like the kills better in the first one, but this one still, I don't know. I like the setting of a morgue better than an abandoned hotel. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Here's The Shining. I don't need to say much about it. It is phenomenal. Shredder is, again, another underrated movie from the early 2000s that feels and looks like it was shot in the 80s. It just looks cheap. It looks fun. If you've ever seen the late 80s movie, I believe it was 87, it was called Iced. This puts you in mind exactly of it. It is campy, it's got terrible acting, and it is really fun, though. I love the characters. Like, it is just fun. But yeah. Next up here is Silver Bullet. Again, definitely my second favorite werewolf movie. You'll notice, if you've been paying attention, that I do not own The Howling yet. That's because my brother owns it, and I'm content with not owning it for right now. The first time I watched it, I gotta say it was just a little too slow from what I was thinking. Because, like, this to me is like the perfectly... This and Ginger Snaps up there are the perfectly paced, and I felt like The Howling was just too slow, and I didn't care for the characters enough to, like, really care about the slow build. That's just my opinion. Again, I've only watched it twice. I may like it more later on, but we'll see. But yeah, this is my second favorite. Sorry for anybody who just hates me right now and doesn't want to listen to me ever again, but that's just my opinion. Sinister, again, I love this movie. It is terrifying. I will be buying the second one. I did enjoy the sequel, but not as good as this one. This one is just hauntingly scary. Now here's the first two Silent Night, Deadly Nights. I don't own the rest of them yet, but part one's really fun, campy 80s, like, holiday flick, and I will watch this every Christmas. The second one I will probably never watch again. It is just one of the worst movies, but it is fun to make fun of. Like, it is just so terrible. Here's the 3 Slumber Party movies. I love these movies. I don't care if they're just campy 80s slasher movies. These are fun. Again, a sleazy, fun 80s throwback. Great remake. Really fun. Stage Fright. Yeah, I love this. Great 80s slasher. Stakeland, a really good vampire movie that puts you in mind of basically Walking Dead put into a movie and about vampires. It's just basically how you can explain it, but it does it really well. The Texas Chainsaw remake, my brother owns the original, so I'm okay with not owning the original right now. The remake's pretty good for what it is, too. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for cannibalistic Texas-type movies like that, so it's not like, again, you'll see with another movie coming up that I'll reference back to that again. Trick or Treat, awesome Halloween flick, don't need to say much about. Uninvited, again, another one that's underrated. I really love this movie. I really love the storyline. It's very much a storyline-based movie. The characters are great. Now, this movie has quickly become a movie that I want to watch over and over again. I keep wanting to go back to this. I don't know why, but I love this movie. Like, I love the characters. It's a Scream-esque movie, but it's a campus slasher flick, which kind of puts me in the mood to watch it a lot because I'm on a campus. But it just, I don't know, there's still something about it that works too. Now, this is one of the most interesting movies. It's 82 minutes and it's just filled with tension. My God, has so much tension to it. But yeah, it's great. Here's VHS, which is just a phenomenal found footage flick. And here's the second one, which is the superior one in my opinion, and I love it. Just find it just so good. It's so scary too, and it's just brutal. Here's We Are Still Here, which again I watched after watching Moods' list on this. And I find that I really love this movie. I just find that it is a great haunted house movie. Here's a Wes Craven trilogy here with The Serpent and the Rainbow, Shocker, and The People Under the Stairs. I love these three movies. My favorite's obviously The People Under the Stairs, and I will be watching that again soon. I love it. We'll be getting all three of these on their rightful Scream Factory Blu-rays here soon, so that'll be fun. When a Stranger Calls, my brother owns the original, and I do not care for the original, to be honest. Yeah, but When a Stranger Calls remake I find is superior to the original, in my opinion, and I love the characters in this movie. Again, it's one of those ones where I can kind of enjoy the characters a lot. Here's Wicked Little Things, which again is one that you just never hear about. It's one of these After Dark Horror Fest movies. Again, it's a Chloe Grace Moretz movie, which is why I was put onto the movie, and then it's also got Scout Taylor Compton in it from she's Laurie Strode in the Halloween remakes. So this is a really good kid zombie movie. It's really creepy. Now, this next one here, I actually got in by mistake, but this is The Woman in Black 2. I originally ordered the first Woman in Black, but this one came in instead, so I will be getting the first one as well. Haven't seen either of them yet. These are both blind buys, so I'm really hoping for, the best for it, but it's set in an old house in the middle of England in near a swamp. I don't think that it can miss. I just don't think it can be bad. Now, Wrong Turn, again, this is another one of those cannibal-esque movies. I just don't really care for them that much, but Eliza Dushku keeps this one interesting. I don't own the rest of them. My brother does. I probably won't be getting the rest of them, honestly, unless I get them for a good deal. Unless somebody sends them to me. I would take them. I'm fine with that, but I don't want to be spending a lot of money on them. The next one's Your Next, which I found to be really fun, really great, home invasion slasher-esque movie, and this woman is just awesome. She is so fun. Yeah, it was a really good big hit. The next three are all M. Night Shyamalan movies, so they're all thriller-esque. I don't know to consider them horror, but again, I'm going to count them. Here's Signs. I love this movie. It is my favorite of all of Shyamalan's movies. I find it is perfectly directed. Yeah, I just love it. It was okay, so That's definitely my second favorite Alien movie. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I probably like Signs more than what was I saying earlier? It was Dark Skies. I like that better, actually. This is The Happening. Again, this had really terrible reviews, and most people hated it. I'm one of those people that really love it. Again, it's not like a great made film. It's more campy fun. It's not as like scary, but it's, you know, it's pretty brutal in some scenes, and I find it to be like the message of the film to be really relevant, and I just really like it. And then the last one I have is Lady in the Water. Now I am getting Unbreakable, which isn't a horror film, but I am also getting not Signs, but the one that made him famous. Damn it, The Sixth Sense. That's the one I was looking for. I will be getting those this month, and The Village. So the rest of these are coming in this month. Oh, well, actually in March. Sorry, beginning them next month. Lady in the Water. I do enjoy this for what it is. It's a great story. It's beautifully filmed. You know, I can understand why most people hated it, though. And then my last film, which I'm actually watching tonight, is The Right. I find this to be a really, really good movie. I love Anthony Hopkins in this movie. You know, it's a possession film. You've seen it all before, but it's got a great story going for it. And you feel really sympathetic for the character. And I find that this movie works. I enjoy it. It's an hour and 50 minutes, but it goes by quick. It's like a slower paced movie, but you find yourself enjoying the movie. But yeah, so that's my whole collection here. So you know, it's not, you know, as big. I have my non-horrors up there, but you know, for what it is, I think you know, compared to the people I know, this is like the biggest collection. But it is like growing. I'll be giving updates on new movies that I'll be buying. You know, here soon. So yeah, I'll be in touch. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you have a good day. Let me know what you think down below.